Hey guys, my name is Kate, and if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about my first time at a Renaissance fair. So for those of you that don't know what a Renaissance festival or a Renaissance fair is, it recreates a historical setting, normally those of like medieval times, for the amusement of the people attending. The one that we attended was the Jubilee Renaissance Fair in Robertsdale, Alabama. I did not know this, but apparently it is one of the bigger ones in South Alabama. So when we got there, there was a whole very long line of cars, and there were a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people. And this being my first Renaissance fair, as you can see, I am wearing a Renaissance festival type dress. I did not have the courage to wear this when we went, but I very much want to dress up for the next time that we go, because we were in the minority not being dressed up. Almost every single person there was dressed up in one way or another. It actually kind of reminded me more of like a con, like a Comic-Con, because I saw Boba Fett at one point and I was like, what are you doing here? So it seems to be another place for nerds to just kind of all get in one area and just do whatever they want, and it was really fun. I had a really good time. They had the jousting people that were there. They actually used fully wooden jousting sticks, whereas apparently the ones in the movies are hollowed out, so that was kind of crazy. Also, this really cute thing happened. So the king made the announcement, and there is an actual king, like he's sitting in a throne off to the side, and he like communicates with his knights, and it's really cool. It's very immersive. And when the jousting was about to start, the announcer made a comment that they were missing one of their knights. And a little while later, this guy comes out riding on this horse, and he petitions the king if he can find a bride in the crowd. And everyone's like, what is happening? It turns out his spouse was sitting only a couple rows in front of us, so we got to see firsthand this whole exchange happen. And I hear her make the comment, she's like, what is he doing on a horse? And he comes over on his horse and he asks her to marry him, and they actually got married at the Renaissance Festival. Like, her friends showed up with the dress and they were like, here's your stuff, go get ready because you're getting married as soon as these knights finish jousting. And it was just so cool, and like everyone in the crowd was crying, and I didn't expect to cry at the Ren Fair. It was also really cool because they had all types of entertainment. They had the ribbon dancers, they had like suspended little poles and they were doing ribbon dancing. They had somebody that was working a forge, and it wasn't just things for entertainment. There was a lot of stuff there for educational purposes for children. So they had a forge there and they were showing kids how swords are made. They had beekeepers, they had apiaries there, and they were showing them how beekeeping works. There were a lot of shows. There was axe throwing and magic shows and a lot of entertainment type stuff. They also had someone there that had different types of hawks and owls. They were into like falconry and stuff like that, and that was really cool. The knights, when they were jousting, also gave a rose out to a lady in the crowd, which was cute. They had all types of food and candy and archery, and I had a turkey leg, and it was very large and very good. They had a lot of people there selling crystals and necklaces and gems, and the things that we bought were actually, I bought a crystal necklace, and I also bought a rose quartz stone that I keep in my pocket. My husband bought a worry stone, which is just a stone that has a divot in the middle where your finger just rubs on it. It's just like a fidget toy, but it's a rock. We also bought some jelly from one of the vendors because it looked really good. It had peppers and it was hot pepper jelly. But there were vendors as far as the eye could see. We actually were only there for a little while. If we would have had the full 2 days to explore that place, it would have been wonderful. They had a tavern where you could buy mead. It was just very immersive and very cool. So I'm definitely dressing up next year, and I will not be afraid. I was a little timid this year and I did not. But for my first ever Renaissance Fair experience, it was absolutely wild. So cool. 100% would recommend. If you have a Renaissance Fair near you, you should 100% go. The people there were so inviting and kind, as with most of the cons that Matthew and my husband, go to. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like what you see, make sure you subscribe to be notified when I post more content. I'm so appreciative that you watched. If you stayed to the end of this video, I appreciate it a whole lot. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Be kind to one another. Bye!